In this video, we discuss why I decided to destroy my driver rating and something quite unexpected I discovered while trying to earn it back again. To cut a long story short, the reason for this video is I was watching one of the more popular YouTube GT7 streamers, and it was during one of their live streams that they said that basically any of the lower class drivers are basically just dirty drivers and basically just rubbish. And I thought, well, that's a little harsh. It's very judgmental to just say just because somebody's got a low driver rating they're a cheat and they're basically crap. And so I got to thinking, well, just how bad can they be? And so I decided to find out, and to do that I had to lose all my driver rating. Now, I'm not a top driver by any means. I'm sort of an average DRB. I'm not that top split driver. I'm not one of the worst, and I do like the fact that I have an S sportsmanship rating because I like to think I'm a clean driver. So the only way I could find out is I had to be able to get into the lobbies and into the races with these drivers, and to do that I had to lose my DR rating. And so I began to lose races, and I would lose a race, and I would lose another race, and I would lose another race, and it got to a point where slowly my driver rating was coming down. In fact, not that slowly, to be fair, it came down quite quickly. It got to a point where I was literally throwing races. I would start in pole, and then come the last lap I would have to pull over just to allow everybody to go past me so I could lose. And I was doing this over and over, in fact as many times as I needed to get that driver rating down. Now unfortunately one guy here, Agent Zigzag, I raced with this guy about 3 times, and I think it really confused him because we had some good races, mainly me and him first and second, and then I kept pulling over and he just didn't understand why I was doing it. And eventually my cunning plan worked. My B rating became a C rating, and then a D rating, and then eventually D rating just wouldn't go any further. So by now I guess I'd bottomed out and I was as low as I could get it. And just before we jump into the second half of this video, I would ask if you guys would be so kind as to hit those like and subscribe buttons. It would help the channel out a lot and I would really appreciate it. Thank you. But now came the hard part, getting my B rating back. So it was back to winning races. And winning races is what I did. Thankfully quite easy at the start, and possibly a little confusing for the guys who had been kicking my arse just a couple of races earlier. But don't get me wrong, it wasn't all easy. I had to work for some of these. Pole positions and podiums soon turned into 4th and 5th place positions, or 6th place positions. But eventually I got there and I earned back my B rating. And now we get to the moral of this little video. The fact that the worst drivers in Gran Turismo 7 are not the worst drivers in Gran Turismo 7. In fact, they're some of the cleanest, some of the fairest drivers I've had the pleasure to race against. And this next comment is aimed directly at all those elitist A+ drivers and all those YouTube video creators that seem to think they're better than everybody else. Just remember, the people that you're being detrimental to now could well be the guys who are kicking your arse in races this time next year. Thank you for watching. Please remember to smash those like and subscribe buttons, and I will see you in the next video.